Well, good morning, YouTube family. I hope you're doing well. I'm a little disappointed. I made this whole video upgrading this entire car, edited the video, went to upload it, and all the files were corrupt. And I just spent like 2 hours trying to recover them, and they're not recoverable. I don't know what happened, but I digress. So I'm going to walk you through what I did to this car that was sent to me. It's terrible. I mean, I went through and filmed each process, spent about 8 hours filming on how to do each upgrade, and it just kind of really stinks, but I'm going to go over it with y'all anyways. So if you want to, do this with your car, you can. And right now I'll leave it here and I'll zoom in to each component, I suppose, after I say what's done. So this is the Traxxas Rustler 4x4 Ultimate Edition. To be honest, I'm not real certain why it was Ultimate, other than it had aluminum hub carriers or axle carriers and maybe this brace. That's all I really got. I mean, I really can't say it was anything ultimate with it. So, as with all Traxxas vehicles, they just need upgrading. There's a lot of parts with them that unfortunately ain't that great. So let me tell you what I did to the car, and I'll show you the parts and whatnot on the car, and then we'll close this video out, unfortunately. So what I did with the car to get rid of all the stock stuff, I put RPM A-arms all the way around on the vehicle. As you can see, we have the blue A-arms on there. Real nice, pretty, like RPM A-arms. They make a great product, and I've never broken one. Then I went ahead and I put the aluminum shock towers on there, anodized blue, front and rear. As you can see, went with those. I'd rather have aluminum shock towers and plastic shock caps than aluminum shock caps and plastic shock towers. And my preference, that's just me. So we went ahead and put those on and got those all fixed up good. Also, the Traxxas Rustler comes with a slipper clutch, and I absolutely did not want a slipper clutch. So that's what it comes with stock, just your standard slipper clutch. Never been a fan of a slipper clutch, so we went ahead and threw the Traxxas center diff in there with the metal diff cover. So that's what we got running in there. Also, we have the Hot Racing full aluminum motor mount down in here. So we don't have that plastic motor mount. We have the metal motor mount, and the motor, of course, attached to the stock Traxxas metal motor plate. Went ahead and got the Hobby Wing Max 10 combo with a 3000 kV motor. I've got an 18 tooth hardened steel pinion gear on it, and of course the 140 watt max 10 ESC. In my Armor Creighton, I have a Max 6, and it had the Bluetooth module. Even though this is Gen 2 ESC Gen 3 motor, I didn't realize that it didn't have the Bluetooth module built on, and they wanted $60 for a Bluetooth module, and I refused. So $9.99 on Amazon, and 5 minutes of your time. You can plug it into the ESC and change all your punch and all that right there. So that's what I used. Guess I'll keep that in case I ever run across that again. So we have that set up there. Really like it. On the four corner axles, these are Cobra Racing CVD axles. They are hardened steel, and they also are lubricated and booted in there, and I'll get up close to that after we go through that. We'll flip the thing over here. I also have the rocket fans on there. It's 2 rocket fans with an aluminum heat sink around the motor, and I should state the motor is a 3665 motor, so it is longer in diameter than the stock Traxxas motor, and with the bigger gear on there it should do quite well. Flipping the vehicle over, and this is going to be harder to see, but I'll do my best. Down in the servo area, we have hot racing aluminum steering assembly, and we have a Savox Metal Gear servo, waterproof, 350 inch-ounce of torque, which should be plenty with this car here as is. At some point I may get a brushless servo, but I mean, I just don't. It's really not a heavy car at all, so I don't really foresee it being an issue. With the wheels on, it did really well with the steering. It was pretty quick and worked good, and it is running on 7.4 volts. Hadn't even looked if you could run it on 8.4, but you do have 6 volt, 7.2, and 8.4 volt BEC in here, so you do have those options. And it does run off of a 7,000 milliamp hour 100C battery. Will fit in there. 3S battery will fit no problem. So that's what I did to her, and of course the aluminum knuckles were already on the end. So I'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit, and I'll try to show you each of those, and we'll go ahead and close out this video because I don't see any need to waste your time. So as you can see, we got the rocket fans on there with the covers, and we have our aluminum heat sink, and we have our Hobby Wing ESC on there doing its thing. Trying to get the best color. Right there you got your blue axle carriers, you got your CVD axles, and the RPM arms. Really liking that. Hopefully I'll get to take this for a rip this weekend. Of course, like I said, the aluminum towers. And I'm going to try to get a video in here. I don't know how well this will work, but if I can, I will. So down inside of there, that servo saver and all that is the hot racing metal full ball bearing, and there's no way to see the Savox servo. But that's what I did with it. Real pleased with the outcome of the build. I just wish I mean, at this point, I almost wish that I just would have did the upgrade. I spent so much time filming it, only to lose all the images. So it's a little gut wrenching when you spend all that time doing all this on a camera. It takes twice as long, and then you lose everything. But yeah, I'm real pleased with the way it turned out. I do absolutely love the style, but I'm happy to have a 1/10 scale ripper in the backyard. Now, as this is set up, I'm thinking this is going to do right about 65 to 73 miles an hour with the motor and pinion gear on there. And if it gets too warm, I do have a 17 tooth I put on there, but I think the motor being a lower KV than the 3500 at stock should work pretty good. So I think we'll be okay there. And I'm looking forward to running this thing, as it's going to be a little bit easier to run than the it'll be a little easier to run than the 1/8 scale in the back. That thing really rips. So that's the video. I wish I could thank whoever sent this to me, but I really have no idea. It just showed up, didn't know I was getting it, and I'm happy to have it. So anyways, thank you for whoever sent it, and I'll make a video of it running here shortly. And if you have any questions about anything that you see on the vehicle, please just put them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much. Have a great one.